Once upon a time, at 5:30 every morning, John stood at the same crowded bus stop in a small town. The air smelled of dust and diesel. People rushed past him with sleepy eyes and tired faces. He worked at a small electronics shop, fixing broken phones and replacing cracked screens. The pay was just enough to help his family survive, not enough to dream. John had once dreamed big. He wanted to become a software engineer. In college, he was bright, curious, always asking questions. But after his father fell sick, everything changed. He dropped out in his final year to earn money. Family first, he told himself. Days turned into months. Months turned into 2 years. His dream slowly became a memory he was afraid to touch. One evening, while closing the shop, he found an old notebook inside a drawer. It was his college notebook. On the first page, he had written, "My destiny is not written by luck. It is written by my mindset." He stared at the sentence for a long time. That night, he couldn't sleep. He kept thinking, is this really my life now? Is this where my story ends? The next morning, something small happened. A young boy came to the shop with a broken tablet. John fixed it in minutes. The boy looked at him with wide eyes and said, "Bhaiya, you're so smart. You should build your own apps." The words were simple, but they hit him deeply. That evening, John faced a decision. He could continue living safely, earning just enough, never taking risks, never failing again. Or he could try one more time. He knew the risks. If he studied again, he would have less time to work, less money for the house. What if he failed? What if people laughed? In his town, people talked. "He already dropped out once," they would say. "Some people are just not meant for big things." Fear whispered, "Stay where you are. It's safe here." But another voice, softer, braver, whispered, "What if this is your last chance?" That night, he opened his old laptop. It was slow and outdated. The screen flickered, but it worked. He searched for free online programming courses. He didn't tell anyone, not his friends, not even his family. He decided quietly. He would give himself 6 months. Every day after work, he studied for 3 hours. Sometimes he was exhausted. Sometimes his head hurt. Sometimes the internet stopped working. But he didn't stop. On weekends, while others rested, he practiced coding. Small projects, small improvements. The first month was terrible. He forgot concepts he once knew. He felt stupid. He almost quit. But he remembered something important. Success doesn't come from big actions. It comes from small decisions repeated daily. After 3 months, he built a simple mobile app, a local shop listing app for small businesses in his town. It wasn't perfect, it had bugs, but it worked. Nervously, he showed it to the owner of the electronics shop. Instead of laughing, the owner was impressed. "You made this?" he asked. John nodded. The owner smiled. "Why don't we use this for our shop and maybe sell it to others?" That moment changed everything. Within weeks, other shopkeepers became interested. John improved the app. He started charging a small fee. It wasn't much at first, but it was more than he expected. 6 months later, he was earning more from the app than from repairing phones. 1 year later, He registered his own small tech service company. People who once doubted him now asked for advice. But the biggest change wasn't money. It wasn't success. It was confidence. John realized something powerful. The turning point of his life was not when he earned his first big payment. It was not when others praised him. It was the night he opened his old laptop and chose not to give up. One decision. Not dramatic, not loud, just quiet and brave. Many people wait for the perfect moment. They wait for support, for confidence, for guarantees. But life rarely gives guarantees. Sometimes your entire future stands on one small choice. To try again, to believe again, to start again. John still passes that same bus stop sometimes. The dust is the same, the noise is the same, but he is not the same. Because he understands now, destiny is not something that happens to you. It is something you decide. And one decision, made in a silent room on an ordinary night, can change your entire life.